Together with my son, we rebuilt the roof, covered it, mounted solar panels, and I was very happy about that. Two weeks later, the shed looks like that. The panels are covered with snow. I removed that temporary wall, which was actually not a wall at all. I've made a visible progress on my shed. Here it is, ready for planking. Okay, for siding. And this is finished also. I'm happy. The snow was forecasted, and I was in a hurry trying to cover that hollow wall. I started mounting vertical outer corner elements on both sides. Then I attached the bottom beginning element, which was left from my earlier house construction. It will be covered completely and won't be visible. And here it is, at last. I can start mounting siding. That's a very pleasant job, as you can see the progress very clearly. 4 boards make 1 meter height. I just cut boards to length and attach them to vertical planks. It starts snowing. I'm in a hurry. I think I'm not the only one who is excited. Now I am attaching the inner corner element on the top of the wall. From this moment the work gets a little bit more complicated, as I need to cut the boards diagonally. I made a mistake here, made the board too short. I had to use a new one. Luckily, I could use that defective board on the next row. I am a bit scared to make a mistake again. I need to correctly measure the length. Woohoo! That was okay. The length was correct. As it is snowing even more, I measure and cut the last board in my garage. Unfortunately, we have very short days, and through all day long I just made this one wall. And this small triangle piece is still missing, but maybe tomorrow. Here it is, the last piece. Finished. Ta-dam! Making a windboard, as we call it here. So I made those scarf joints and then I glued them together. I was using polyurethane foaming glue and had to clean the seams. Then I cut it to desired width. Then planed it. Painted off camera, and here how it looks like mounted on the shed. And here are solar panels covered with snow. So the first wall is finished and I would like to continue with the second wall, but before that I need to pull out those big pipes hammered into the soil. I don't know why they are here. First I need to pull out this big one and then those two smaller ones. I tried to pull them out with my hands, but I failed, so I will be using lever maybe or something else. I burned the hole with a welder. This chain is a little bit overkill, but that's what I got. Nope. I've got old rusty poles from old fence and I will use one of them for leverage. Attaching the chain to its end, here's the support and here I use the leverage. I need to make support a bit higher several times. Here it is finally. I pulled it out. Ta-dam! That was a success. And now it's time for these two. This pipe is thinner, but it is more difficult to pull it out. But with the correct leverage you can do everything. Relocating the support once again, a little bit of equilibrium. Must be I can pull it by hand already, but no. So I attach the chain a bit lower, once again relocating the support. It is moving little by little. It's a success again. There was something welded to the end of the pipe and that's why it was so difficult to pull it out. And the last one pipe went out quite easily. Once again I visited a lumber mill, bought some more lumber. There is no a single straight wall or straight angle on this shed. This is for your imagination. How straight is the wall. While surfing the internet, I must have found the builder of my shed. Here he is. I've been attached this bottom plank already earlier, but now I removed it and going to upgrade it. So I'm measuring, then marking, then I put some additional screws where necessary, and then I cut out small parts for attaching vertical frames. The boards were glued together, so I need to hammer out those small pieces. I'm attaching the third plank here. It is not necessary, but I'm gluing them together. I use the foaming polyurethane glue as it is water resistant. Then I use a lot of screws. I press the boards together using the F clamp, more screws, and at last I can put that board to its place, aligning it very well horizontally, attaching both ends. And here it is. Ta-da! I'm saving the materials, so I'm cutting my boards in half, lengthwise. Then I cut to desired length. Finally, I can remove those ugly covers which were used to prevent the snow getting inside the shed. Now I attach the planks for top inner corner element. Now I'm marking the places for vertical frames to attach. And finally I can attach those vertical frames. This is an easy and pleasant job. And the result is clearly visible. As always, most of the time you need it for preparation. Here I am attaching the vertical outside corner element. I'm using leftovers. This corner is the least visible and the seams look quite okay. I need a small special piece on the top, and here it is finished. Again, I'm here begin with the bottom beginner element. This is also a leftover from my construction works when I was building my house. It was waiting for about 17 years for at last to be used. And the moment of truth. At last I can start attaching siding. I was lucky the siding boards were just long enough. I just need to cut them in length. This time I'm cutting them in place. Just I use a protective plank. Hopefully I won't cut what is not necessary. And so I go on. It's just a satisfying view. So here it looks how it looks like now, and the remaining has to be cut. And here I made a mistake and cut through, but I'll leave as it is. I attach the inner corner element on the top. Unfortunately it is too short, so I need to add some small piece. Here I measure it and cut it down. And attaching. I measure carefully, and now I need to cut this board lengthwise. Luckily the place where I need to cut is just near the edge. Cutting it to the desired length. And And here I'm struggling a lot trying to insert this into the inner corner element groove. I've been trying a lot of different techniques, but with no result. Finally, I used a wide piece of plywood and just pushed it hard, and it got into the groove. After this important moment, my camera's battery died and I finished the work. I just finished exactly at sunset, collected all my stuff, tools, and that's it for today. Let's watch shortly how the progress was made. And till the next time.